we're going to look at one of my favorite hammer-on and pull-off exercises, which slowly will look and sound like this. And if I play it with a metronome or a beat at say 180 BPM, 180 beats a minute, it could sound something like this. And the trick there is to loop the exercise. But before we go any further, let's break it down, which means you've got your PDF file in front of you, and we're going to see exactly what's being done here. Now, I'm using a lot of high gain. In other words, my overdrive distortion settings are quite sensitive. And the reason why I'm doing that is to make sure that any faulty or bad technique that could cause string noise is audible, because I want to make sure I don't hear string noise. So my overdrive, if there is a bit of string noise, will definitely make itself present. Okay, so here we go. First three notes as in your PDF. Fret number 7. Come a bit closer there. You pull off to fret number 5 on the 5th string, and the pinky goes into fret number 8. Please make sure your finger numbers are the same sequence, the same order as what I'm demonstrating here on the video. That's why the fingers are numbered. So one more time. Ring finger, pull off, and fret it. The next triplet, because this is a triplet exercise, now starts on fret 5, string 5, and now hammers on. And then it goes down. So the first triplet sort of descends, it goes down in pitch. Second triplet ascends. That's the first pair of triplets of the first bar sorted out. One more time, nice and slow. Want to join me? 1, 2, 3. On clear, and if you want to put a lot of high gain into it. There we go. There we have it. Now the next step is actually a lot of repetition in a sense. In other words, you've got triplets all over, but you're going to descend and then ascend. But the notes are dictated or decided by us, or by the scale for us. So in other words, your minor pentatonic scale, which you guys will know by now, is sort of like a road map. It will guide us where to place our fingers for this exercise. So if you don't know the minor pentatonic scale, perhaps rewind, find the video, learn that, and come back to this. But either way, you'll definitely know it really well by the end of this. I'm going to do the first 2 bars now. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. And part of the trick now is to get that looping. In other words, to repeat that for starters, to get some rhythm into the playing. Something like this. You can hear the rhythm starting to develop itself. Now, every time you get good at adding on an extra bar, you go to the next bar, which will now be the 3rd bar. And that's sort of the same as the 2nd bar. The only difference, it starts 1 string lower. String number 3, fret number 7. And then the last bar is going to be the pinky. Please get your pinky working. Watch the pull off. 3rd finger, hammer on, and you clear. Now I'm going to quickly just turn the camera around so you can sit and see my picking technique over here. You can see when I'm picking notes and when I'm not picking notes. So it's pick, pull off, pick, pick, hammer on, pick. And also notice this finger at the bottom. He's actually holding that first string to keep it quiet. And sometimes I even bring in my middle finger, because any string noise with distortion will come through, and we don't want that. Okay. Your thumb, keep it nice and snug against the string. You can actually see it resting on the 6th E string there. That's to ensure you've got nice control over string noise. No overdrive can sneak through. So if I zoom out just a little bit, for example, you can see as soon as you just leave the string, that thing just makes a noise. Let's have a look at slow motion. You can see both hands quite nicely. I think that's a bit better. Okay. You can watch how the hands move now. 1, 2, 3. the trick is, as you get to the last one, come back to the opening note to create that loop. Now, the power of the metronome. Please use a metronome. That funny little click noise in the background, I'm slowing mine down to 110 BPM now, 110 beats a minute. There's my rhythm. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And the rhythm helps a lot. It keeps you disciplined. It makes sure that you don't speed up or slow down. Now, also, as you get better at this, I want you to move it. In other words, change key. So if you go to fret number 12, where I am now, your frets are a lot closer together, which means that your fingers are going to feel different. But I want you to run your exercise here as well. That's to make sure your hand is used to playing close together. And when it's playing, it's over here. The other hand is open. There's 1 and 4. And if I go over here, you can see my hand actually physically closes down to 12 and 15. So get used to playing high and low on your guitar, that your hand is used to being open or closed. And then push your speed. I don't really mind where you start, even if you start at 50 beats a minute. It's all about just getting a reference point. And then push the speed. If you can get a nice 200 beats a minute, that'd be bonus. I'm going to take a chance now and see if I can get 200 BPM. There's my beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's not too bad. I suppose I should warm up a little bit better for that. But you got the idea how to practice this. Now, obviously, you can descend the scale as well. That is on the PDF as well. So you're also going to get into going. And again, pick up the speed. And so on. Now, on the next video, I'm going to look at groups of 4, which is basically 8th notes, which we can double up into 16th notes. But this video, the goal was to get you going with hammer-ons and pull-offs, reinforce your minor pentatonic scale, and to get your triplets sorted. So I'll see you shortly on video 2 once you got this one in the wraps. And enjoy. Thank you.